Mitchburg's throwing a barbecue, and we should all be excited. G'day, Steel Nation. Welcome back to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. My name's Mark. I'm your host. And I want to give a quick shout out to Pittsburgh Owen, who's filling in and helping out as a guest host throughout the next few weeks. He talked about yesterday the quarterback comparison. You know, Haskins, Rudolph, Trubisky. What direction do they go? He ended up giving his opinion. I think it was Trubisky will be number one starter. And now what happened also over the last, I think it was yesterday, what happened was that Aditi Kinkwanbala, did I say that right? Aditi Kinkwanbala, then I stuffed it up. She says, remember Mitch Trubisky talking about coming to Pittsburgh and leading the right way? He's having the Steelers pass catchers and other QBs, Mason Rudolph, Dwayne Haskins, down to his Florida home this weekend to throw and hang out. I'm told running back Najee Harris is going too. So Mitchburg is throwing a barbecue. Now, I'll be honest, every day that I see reports like this, that I see how excited that Mitchell Trubisky is keen to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and he wants to be number one, he wants to go out and help us win championships, he's growing on me. He's growing on me every single day. Even with Owen's video yesterday, it is also growing on me. So this shows me as a Steeler fan, and hopefully you guys too, Mitchell Trubisky, he's serious. It's what is it now? It's April, and he's bringing the fellas down to Florida. You know, I think you guys are going into your spring? We're coming back into our fall, right? He's offering the invite to the quarterbacks, the offense, the pass catchers, tight ends. Fullback could be in there too with Watt and the other receivers to say, come down to Florida, come hang out, come chill out with me, come let's work together as a team. I like that. I like that initiative of Trubisky saying to the team, look, it's not football related, it's not the X's and O's where they're working out in training camp in June or preseason games. But why not meet each other? Come down to a nice environment down in Florida where it's super, super nice down there. Relax, talk football, go through some routes, go through a little bit of training, and just hang out and have fun. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers need that kind of leadership from Trubisky, and he's going about it the right way. He's not just bringing down receivers. He's bringing the quarterbacks in as well, because we still want to see that quarterback competition with Haskins and Rudolph and Trubisky. And what a good way for the Steelers to bring that culture back. I do know what Big Ben was a quarterback for 18 years, right? Now, some would say he was more of a leader on the field, and I tend to agree with that. He was a leader on the field. He went around and knocked heads with everyone, and everyone wanted to play for Big Ben 100%, right? However, this does show initiative for the Pittsburgh Steelers QB, Mitchell Trubisky. As Aditi says there, he wants to be a leader in this locker room. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers need that, right? We don't really have on the offense a true... ask yourself this question. Who would be the true leader on offense? Would it be Najee? It definitely isn't Claypool. It's probably nobody on that O-line. Deontay Johnson, I wouldn't say is the leader. So we need someone to be, outspoken, get the fellas together and start to rally behind our team. Maybe that guy is Mitchell Trubisky. And maybe the fellas, the receivers, the running backs, and the pass catchers, as it says in that tweet there, maybe coming down to Florida, having a barbecue, relaxing, having a few beers, some beverages, and some food, throwing the pigskin around like you guys do in America, and coming and planning. I know a lot of stuff too. We are so far away. We are about 1 month away from the draft, but then we have the training camps, the workouts. The off season is in full swing, right? So what better way to meet who the quarterback is? And even if it is Haskins and Rudolph, and if they're still fighting for number one, it's good to get that I guess broship. I don't know, that the fellas together and start to have one idea to say, look, we can do this thing. The offense is probably the weakest part out of the whole team, right? Our defense is crazy this year with Highsmith and TJ Watt and Levi Wallace and maybe if Edmonds comes back and Minka and all those guys, right? Our defense is crazy. So I'm happy to see that Mitchell Trubisky is doing this. Like it's going out of his way to host an event to bring the fellas down. It's not super easy just to say, oh, just come down to Florida. They probably have to plan a few things and plan workouts. And I'm excited to see if there's any video footage of them throwing. Like that's probably the next thing. Do you guys remember when Big Ben was coming back? Man, that video was crazy. Big Ben's arm after the surgery, and he's coming back from his first pass in the lead up. This might be the similar situation where you might see the first pass to Deontay Johnson or the first pass to Claypool or even a handoff or a first pass to Najee Harris, and it may break the internet. Maybe it won't be as big as Big Ben's first pass coming back from injury, but this has that same kind of feel around it. I'm happy that this is happening. I'm happy that the Steelers culture can get back together, and they need to be a band of brothers. They need to play for one another and just get after it. That's why I'm keen, man. So it's not super big news, guys. It isn't Tyrann Mathieu. It isn't Terrell Edmonds. Fairly quiet in the Steelers universe right now. However, I kind of like it. I kind of like Mitchell Trubisky saying to the fellas, come down to Florida, come have a beer, let's work out, and let's start to find the understanding, the common goal, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers winning the Super Bowl and getting back at it and becoming a playoff contender. Because last year or the years previous, we have lost 4 times in a row, and we need to change that culture. So I'm happy for Mitch. I'm happy for the fellas going down there this weekend or whenever it is to have a few beers. I would love to do it. I would love to go down to Florida, have a few beers, and eat some food, eat some grub. It'd be fantastic. But with the Steelers right now, I'm glad that Mitchell has this chance to meet his team and assimilate into the offense and start to build that culture of the Pittsburgh Steelers way, which is Steel City football. And this can only be a positive thing, that the players go and meet each other, they work out, they get familiar with one another, and it can only be a positive thing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So what do you guys think? Is it a good thing for the Steelers meeting up in April and getting together, having a barbecue, and talking football? In my personal opinion, this is one step. This is one step closer to us raising the Lombardi. Get the fellas together, find out who's who in the zoo, and start talking about what's going to happen in the off-season, the training camp, then preseason, and then starting week 1, Mitchell Trubisky could be your quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we could go on to hopefully win some games, go to the playoffs, and push for the 7th Lombardi. If you guys enjoy the content, feel free to hit that subscribe. I think we're on about 430 or something. We are trying to get to 450. So we appreciate you guys a lot, hitting the sub in the comments and everything like that. It's awesome. It's so cool. It's so great. So as always, as I end it, as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.